While most people dread a rainy day, I actually look forward to them. Call me crazy. Retirement gives you and me just enormous freedom. What do I want to do today? I have a few things on my calendar, maybe between 0 and 2 in any given day. But rainy days invite me to slow down, reflect, and maybe do some things that I've put off. Okay. And I'm going to go into 17 things that I do on a rainy day or can do. I don't do all 17. That would be stressful. Okay. I actually consider these some of my most productive days, and I really feel good at the end of the day. It's not that I tolerate a rainy day. I actually look forward to it because it boxes me in a little bit, and that boxing in limits some of the things that I can do. So I can't do something outside. So I focus on these inside things that I love. I really get a sense of accomplishment and joy out of doing them. So let's get into it. Number one, I make YouTube videos or research content. Okay. I take about 3 hours to make 3 videos total. So today it's raining outside, and this is my 3rd video. I also research content. I love listening to other content creators on retirement, for example, and learn from them, inspired by them. Number 2, I have a study group where we look at history and we reflect on the learnings from history for our own life. It's not just names, dates, people, and places. It's how can we live our best life by learning from the past. This month, scary topic, Joseph Stalin. Interesting. It's going to be interesting. Number 3, I read, or actually I really listen to books. I consume a lot of books, audiobooks through the free app of Libby, Libby. Totally free audiobooks, and you can get, books you can read, but I'm usually doing something, cutting the grass or trimming trees. I got a book on. But I love the Killing series by Bill O'Reilly, Killing Lincoln, Killing Patton, Killing Reagan, to name a few. But Killing the Witches is one I haven't completed yet. And then Eric Larson is an author I like, Larson. He reads a story about history and really dives deep into it, much more than you'd get from a YouTube video. There's one on Churchill and one on the hurricane that hit Galveston called Isaac Storm. Just mesmerizing. You'll be on the edge of your seat for those. So I enjoy doing that. Number 4, I organize and declutter, like my garage. I got some storage areas. I got some closets. We've accumulated a lot of stuff in my 61 years, and just kind of sorting that, throwing it away. I actually have 2 trash cans, and my wife and I fill about a half of one a week. And the other one, I just kind of try to fill up with just stuff from the years gone by that I've kept. Also give them to a nonprofit that my wife is actually a manager at. An unpaid volunteer manager that works, she's very flexible work hours. That's where she's at now. Number 5, exercise. Every morning, whether rain or shine, I'm starting off with 2 hours of exercise. One of my exercises is rucking. I have a 30-pound weighted vest, and I walk up set of stairs. I do 20 flights of stairs. Each set is 75 steps. And I still ruck in the rain. So unless it's really raining, so I don't mind getting wet. I've got some gear that I put on for that. Hey, my name is Joe. Like and subscribe. I say this in about 1 out of every 20 videos. If you like the content, subscribe. Why subscribe? Well, drives YouTube algorithm, which drives more viewers, which drive more comments. And if you're not reading the comments, you're really missing out. I've been retired for 7 years, started at 54. I'm sharing my journey to help you on your journey, sharing all my decisions, money, emotions, where I'm spending my time. what I'm thinking about, what concerns me. I'm sharing it all on this channel. So number 6, I go out to lunch with my wife or a fellow retiree. Number 7, work on a home project at my house or one of my kids. Got a big home project going here, as you can see. I'm in my bedroom, a lot of stuff stored around. We're getting all of our floors redone. I have wood floor. It's actually beach floor that they're sanding, going through all that. I'm choosing not to do that myself. I'm paying to have that done by a professional. I'm maturing. I've helped my daughter install an island. I helped them move some lighting around. Got some home outside projects with some water problems. Not problems, but I like to have the dirt slow or the landscape slope away from the house, and got some work to do there. Number 8, babysit my granddaughter. She's in town. I love doing that. Number 9, I browse YouTube. I really don't watch much TV at all, but anything on history, on science, could be on, how black holes are formed. Um, History of Europe is something that I've been watching. Anything on finance, obviously, retirement, and my faith. So I can spend hours on YouTube if I wanted to. I may go to a matinee movie with my wife. That was number 10. Number 11, cook a meal. Run my smoker. I'm getting ready to smoke some meat this evening. I'll take a couple hours. I can do that in the rain. Number 12, plan trips or adventures. It takes a little bit of time to next year. I've already done this. We're going on a 2-week. It's actually 16 days through the Panama Canal, starting in LA, going to Fort Lauderdale. I also have a trip to Glacier National Park and Teddy Roosevelt National Park next year. So I have those 2 trips. What am I going to do? How many days you spend everywhere? Where are you going? Lodging, all that kind of stuff. Takes time to plan these trips. Also got a river cruise trip I'm kind of loosely planning. That may be in 2027, though. So there you go. Trips, that takes a lot of time. 13, and it's fun. 13, sort through old photos and digitizing them. This is on my list. I haven't done this yet. A buddy of mine did this, just digitizing everything. I got all these photos in boxes and books and stuff like that. And, it's so much easier and more convenient and sustainable to leave them in electronic format. Number 14 is call or video chat with family and friends, to reconnect. Hey, how you doing? We haven't talked in a while. That's fun. It's amazing how I can burn through 90 minutes doing that. 15, learn something new online, like a skill. I just made a video on freezing credit. I didn't know how to freeze credit. I knew I should probably be thinking about doing it, but I just made a video on that and learned how to do it and did it. Okay. So I probably 2 things a week I'm learning. The other day I learned how to remove tile from a concrete floor. We're getting new floors, like I said, and I had tile in this bathroom downstairs, and so I removed the toilet, removed the sink, and how do I get all the tile up and make it good for a vinyl flooring. Number 16, that was a job I did myself. I kind of enjoyed doing that. Small job, took me a couple hours. I rented a jackhammer. I thought that was super cool, electric. Number 16, work on finances. Review spending, get inside of Boldin. Right now, I'm working on Roth conversions. How much do I want to convert? Yeah, this process is painful. I enjoy doing it, but knowing that I'm going to be writing a check to the government is painful. But it makes complete sense for me to do that for the future. Complete sense, but it is still painful. I may look at rebalancing. I look at how my assets are doing. So spend 2 or 3 hours on a computer is very easy to do. Looking at finances and reviewing my spending, very easy to do. Number 17, volunteer. I work for a couple nonprofits. There's some administrative work associated with one of them. It's the Park Pals on the Parks Board. And we just got a grant for $1 million, $1 million for the park. And so the press releases around that, we're kind of working through that. I also paint for Habitat. That's an inside job. Last week we painted, 2 weeks ago, I guess it was. And it was raining, got wet, but getting in and out of the building, but painting for Habitat. So, bored in retirement, I cannot relate to that. It's been 7 years, my retirement. And I'd say I've had 4 to 5 days where at the end of it, I said that today was kind of a boring day. But those were all by choice. Those were times that I said, I don't want to do any of these 17. I want to just listen to music. I want to relax, take a walk. And then sometimes I'll say, that was kind of boring. I had a boring stretch in there of a few hours. But honestly, I look forward to rainy days in my retirement so I can not knock off things on a list. It's not about accomplishment, but they're things I've been putting off, things I want to do. I feel better when I'm done. Okay. When I organize my garage, I feel better when I'm done. When I declutter and get rid of stuff and open up a closet, I feel better about that. And I always feel better about learning something. And so there you go. I don't have anything else to add. That's what I do on a rainy day. This is Joe out.